Good afternoon, Calvert football, and greetings again. Another video message, this time covering some important details about the upcoming camps at the end of July. I know it seems a far way away, and we just started summer, but trust me, those 2 weeks into end of July will come faster than you think. And so I want to make sure that we're out in front of making sure we take care of registration and get our guys properly enrolled into those two camp experiences. And so first and foremost, let me talk about the One Heart Athletics Youth Football Camp. We will have 7 other camps on campus at Calvert High School, which makes it a really cool event. But specifically to the incoming 9th graders, this is an important and vital experience for our guys. We want those guys there, all of our 9th graders there, because each evening that we have the camp, and of course Saturday morning, those guys will go through each side of the ball exclusively with all of our top shelf high school varsity football coaches, and they will go through offense and defense on each day. Our counselors, which will be made up of our football players, and you'll probably see no less than 40 or 50 of those guys out there just shining proudly that blue and gold, but they'll be the guys who are actually holding hand shields, used as demonstrators and motivators for our youth guys. And so this is just a great opportunity for these guys to get a very strong push to get these guys covering the basics of our football program, learning how to interact with our coaches in a football environment, and getting to understand the expectations and standards that we have for our football program exclusively as a 9th grade group. So it's kind of like an indoctrination. So it's a very important deal. That registration has been open. Today is the end of our early bird registration. And so we want all of our 9th graders registered for that. Now, if there's a financial hardship, please reach out and let me know. But we don't want to discourage any 9th grader from going to that. We also want you to know that as a 9th grader that's going through the entire summer of training with us, made most of the workouts this summer, and they're not mandatory, but they certainly set us up for success in the fall, you are eligible and more than willing to sign up for the following week, which is our Shepherd team camp at Shepherd University, in which we move to a faster pace, more rigorous structured environment that's catered towards the varsity level. With no equipment or anything like that. But we do have some 9th graders that have gone in the past. They've had a great time. But I can tell you that they're set up for that because of what they've done through the summer and possibly in that youth camp the week before. And so that option is not just there for any 9th grader who wants to be a part of it, but of course we want all of our incoming sophomores, juniors, and seniors to be at that camp. And I can promise you that any of those guys that have gone have thoroughly enjoyed the experience, which seems crazy because it is going to be a warm week, as it always is, and we're on that turf there at Shepherd University. But they love the camaraderie. They love being in dorms. They love being able to hang out and spend time together. And we do get a lot of connection and time together exclusively in an environment that separates us from the outside distractions and allows us all to kind of develop some level of team chemistry. And so that's a really cool event as well. That registration is open too. And once again, we do not discourage 9th graders from signing up for that, but we want all of our 9th graders first and foremost to be at the Youth One Heart Athletics Camp the week before, which starts on July 24th, goes to 25th, 26th, and then the 27th, that Saturday. And then, of course, the following week, when we go to Shepherd, those dates are going to be the 28th through the 30th. And I should go back and correct myself. It was actually July 23rd through the 26th is the youth camp at Calvert High School. And again, Shepherd Camp is July 28th through the 30th. And so I want to point out that if we have a 9th grader that signs up, that they're going to the One Heart Athletics Camp, then we'll offer a discount for them to go to the Shepherd Camp too, if that's what they choose to do. We don't want them to have to pay the full price on both. And again, we offer some discounts for family discounts where we have multiple kids from a family going. And if there's any hardships or any reasons to which maybe a young person may not be able to afford to pay at that time, we can also work with that. So just feel free to reach out to me with any questions you guys may have. But please use the links that are going to be included in this post below to make sure that you register your kids as soon as possible so that way we don't incur any late fees. I also want to highlight that in both cases, the finances that go into these camps cover camp expenses. We do have a platform which we use through Riser Athletics that takes a small finance charge that we have to cover, but that's again because of the amazing process that they're able to help set us up through, that we can ensure that everything's on the up and up and managed the correct way. But all the cost for the One Heart Athletics goes to the camp and comes back to the program. And so what I mean by that is that a lot of times we have the scholarship players to go to camp. We have to do other things to help take care of things in the program. We run the One Heart Athletics LLC for Calvert High, and we do these camps so that way we can help programs have resources readily available for them to help take care of some, different expenses that may come up that the school has a difficult time trying to justify to pay. And so this gives a chance for these programs to get money and resources back to them. So when we do these One Heart Athletics camps, as we're doing on July 23rd through the 26th, that money comes right back to the school after we've covered all the camp expenses. And then Shepherd, that money handles the cost of the bus and cost of the camp itself. And so none of that money comes back to me or back to anybody else, but truly goes back to our kids, which I think is something that we always pride ourselves in being able to do. All right. So when you do all these things, obviously the registration for paying is done through One Heart Athletics. You'll find that all the information that's needed to register for, your purposes of personal information, insurance information for the One Heart Athletics Youth Camp is handled on the One Heart Athletics website. This is an important thing to note. When you go to the One Heart Athletics website to sign up for Shepherd, you will sign up for Shepherd's camp through a link that allows you to put in your personal and insurance information and contact information there to Shepherd. It costs you nothing to do that. That's why they have the record of the things they need to have record for to run the camp. The payment, though, goes to One Heart Athletics. Again, that way we can easily take the money and split it up between the bus company and the camp. So be sure to do those things as soon as possible. We look forward to seeing you guys. It's been a great summer so far. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves and staying well. And hey, enjoy the heat. For all those folks who don't like the cold, you got the heat now, so get out there and let's get going. I love you guys, and I'm out. Boom.